thought I'd do a review today of the Barnett Sportflight bow. It's my recurve or flat bow that I use for all my archery videos, like proper archery with a bow rather than my crossbows. And I got this because it was a very cheap bow, one of the cheapest I could see that wasn't like, you know, an awful looking, very cheap compound that looked like it'd break after 5 minutes of using it. And I knew obviously of Barnett as a company, so I knew it's a reputable company. So I decided to pick one up, and I'm pleasantly surprised with it, so I'll do a review of it now. This is what the bow looks like itself. Obviously ignore the tape measure, that's just so I can show you the size in a minute. It also came with that little black plasticky arrow pad thing. I've had no real use for it. It came with two of these carbon fibre arrows. There's two next to each other there. And it came with that plastic carry case thing for the arrows and the bow, and there's also a sight on there. I haven't attached the sight because I've had no real use for it, and I want to learn how to use a bow without a sight. So I want to discipline myself to try and be able to judge where an arrow is going to go without using a sight. The bow in total is about 55 inches long, about 55-56 inches. And interestingly enough, it's advertised as a junior bow, but I can tell you that that is far too big to be a junior bow, because the size of that, it comes up pretty high on me, and obviously I struggle to see how if you're getting a 12-year-old child or whatever who are about 5 foot or under, I don't think the bow would be a reasonable size for them at all. For demonstration purposes, here's the bow next to a mannequin. The mannequin's about 6 foot something. And obviously if the bow was standing completely up straight and not an angle, it would look higher than that. So you can see it wouldn't really be suitable, I don't think, as a child's bow. The bow's draw weight is about 25 pounds. So that's a nice easy draw weight to pull back. Good beginner draw weight. The bow also has an arrow shelf on either side, so it's an ambidextrous bow, meaning that if you're left or right-handed you can use it. And one thing I like about the arrow shelf is it means that the fletchings on the arrow won't cut into you when you fire it, which is one of the problems I have with Bart's 40-pound horse bow. I have to use gloves when using it, otherwise the arrow will slice your left hand when you release it. This also gives you a little bit of protection in case you have one of those awful arrow splitting incidents when you fire the arrow, it splits and slices into your hand like that. So it gives you a bit of protection there, which is nice. Overall, I'd say this is probably the best bow I've seen for the price range. They range from about 35 to 45 pounds. Mine was 45 in total with the postage. I think the bow itself was about 39 pounds. But overall, a very good bow. I'm finding it very easy to learn how to use it. If you want to see a video of me firing it, there's one on my channel and I can post it in the video description or as a video response. And yeah, I'd recommend anyone looking to pick up a cheap sort of recurve bow to consider the Barnett Sportflight, because it seems to be a very good bow for the price.